All right, with Peanut Gallery's diatribe about Ring of Honor's booking in general, let's talk about Death Before Dishonor, because it's actually a very relatively strong pay-per-view every single year, and it always happens. But here's the problem with Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor almost immediately.
Okay.
There's not a consistent month that it's in, ever. It always happens at the end of the summer season, but here's the issue. It happens in July, August, and in September. There's never a defined month, like with your SummerSlams, where it's always at a certain time.
Right.
And very minimally is it anywhere else. Death Before Dishonor, very fresh history, their first show. Let's bring that up. Their first Death Before Dishonor happened on July 19th, 2003, at the Rexplex in Elizabeth, New Jersey. There is no information regarding the Rexplex at all. To what I could find, the capacity for the arena was about 600 people.
Right.
So not the biggest of our venues, but Ring of Honor always started very humbly. Let's put it that way.
Right.
The show featured 11 matches, main evented by Samoa Joe defeating Paul London for the Ring of Honor World Champion. He defended the championship successfully. So a lot of people are like, oh my God, CM Punk was the first one. Honestly, Paul London was the first major indie signing for WWE ever, I believe. Because Paul London was a big main eventer in Ring of Honor, and he was huge.
Right.
When talked about for tape trading and shit, you really made that drinking out of the wine a lot more complicated than it should have been.
No, we're fine.
That's funny. This card also featured CM Punk versus Raven in a dog collar match, and AJ Styles and Amazing Red versus the Briscoes for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. If you really want to know how dated the Briscoes are in Ring of Honor, this show happened in 2003.
Jesus.
2003. The Briscoes are there. They're there. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. The second Ring of Honor show is very unique in its own way. Number one, the new logo, because the old logo was dog shit. But this was the first major professional wrestling organization, at least on the indies scene is concerned, that had their pay-per-view on 2 different nights. This happened on July 23rd, 2004 and July 25th, 2004.
Okay.
And it happened in the first show happened in the Mulliner Center, or the Mulliner Building in Wauwatosa. I butcher that immensely. Wauwatosa. Wauwatosa, thank you. Wisconsin. And night 2 happened in the Folger Fieldhouse in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. Here's the problem. There were a lot of repeat matches between these two. So basically what these wrestlers had to do, they had to wrestle night number 1 is in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Then they had to get into a car and drive to Chicago in one night on a Saturday and make the show on Sunday for another pay-per-view.
Right.
Fun shit, let's put it that way.
Right.
Now, night number 1 had 8 matches, main evented by the Second City Saints, CM Punk and Colt Cabana taking on the Briscoe brothers in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. The card also featured Samoa Joe versus Homicide for the Ring of Honor World Champion, and Doug Williams versus Alex Shelley for the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. Night number 2 had 9 matches, main evented by the Second City Saints, CM Punk and Ace Steel, taking on Dan Maff and BJ Whitmer in a Chicago street fight. Other matches on the card, including Samoa Joe versus Colt Cabana for the Ring of Honor World Champion, and Doug Williams versus Austin Aries for the Ring of Honor Pure Champion.
Okay.
Now, this marked the first one with a double night card for Ring of Honor, and there have been 4 other Death Before Dishonors that had 2 different nights. No show of Ring of Honors had a third, and I don't think Final Battle ever had a 2-nighter nor any other pay-per-view. It's always been Death Before Dishonor.
Really?
Yep. So this show, Ring of Honor, or Death Before Dishonor 2014, is significant because this is the first Death Before Dishonor that featured NJPW stars. So, the NJPW Ring of Honor partnership was made official on February of 2014. This happened in July of 2014. The card featured the Young Bucks, who were full-fledged in New Japan at this time.
Right.
And AJ Styles, who at that time was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Right.
And also at this time, Red Dragon, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly were the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
Okay.
There is a person tweeting me, so that's always fun. Now, here's the thing. Death Before Dishonor had some memorable moments and matches over the course of Ring of Honor that has really instigated this. So, CM Punk won the Ring of Honor World Champion right before he signed with WWE.
Right.
At Death Before Dishonor 3 by beating Austin Aries. He signed his WWE contract on this championship.
Right.
And that was the show right after he won the Ring of Honor World Champion in Death Before Dishonor. There was a brand warfare that happened at this show. There was a Team Ring of Honor led by Samoa Joe taking on Team CZW led by Chris Hero. And this was a Cage of Death match at Death Before Dishonor 4.
Okay.
Death Before Dishonor 9, I believe it is. XI. That's 9, yes.
No, it's 11.
I want to make sure. Oh, no, it's VI. I'm sorry.
Oh,
VI.
That's 6.
That's 6. This had probably one of the most legendary Fatal 4-Way elimination matches in Ring of Honor history. Also, number 1, this was a elimination Fatal 4-Way match for the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Right.
The defending Ring of Honor World Champion was Nigel McGuinness. Obviously, you're doing good there. The other participants in this were Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and Tyler Black.
Nice.
Think of that match. Especially at this time. That's insane.
Right.
And one match that I could not find a really good picture for because I don't know why I couldn't find a really good picture for it, but I couldn't. But also the All Night Express defeating the Briscoes in Ladder War 3 at Death Before Dishonor IX, which is 9.
Right.
That's 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 9.
Yep.
And there's only been 1 year that there has never been a Death Before Dishonor, and that was in 2020 for obvious reasons.
Right.
Because usually that happened in the summer, and there was something that was happening in the summer. And it was really funny. Peanut Gallery and I think, what was it? A day before lockdown was official that we were going to go to.
No, that was the anniversary show.
Yeah, it was an anniversary show. No, we were going to go to a Ring of Honor show, and the lockdown stated like the day before.
Yeah.
It kills me. I actually was about to say something about that. I was going to say something anyway about it because they're going to be coming back here hopefully this next year. But Death Before Dishonor has been around since the start of this pay-per-view. There have been a lot of great moments and a lot of great things about this pay-per-view. But Death Before Dishonor is great. I love Death Before Dishonor. I like anything Ring of Honor.
Right.
But Death Before Dishonor is always one of those pay-per-views. I get excited about this like I do with SummerSlam.
Right.
Or All Out.
Yep.
Very much the same way. So, when we come back, we're not only going to make Ring of Honor and Death Before Dishonor majestic again, but we're going to make pro wrestling majestic again.
Thank God.